I doubt I'm the only one who does this, but when I woke up this morning, I was laying in bed going through my super old text messages. I felt like just deleting all my conversations so I would have, I don't know, like 4 inboxes open, right? Yo, I was looking through some of my super old conversations I would have with some people, and it's like, one of the dirtiest and one of the biggest lies people tell? Oh my God, I forgot to text you back. That's a lie because a lot of people just be glued to their phone or computer. So it's not that they forgot to reply. That's really not it. They just forgot about you. Now, out of fairness, sometimes, for example, I get a DM on Discord from a friend and I won't reply immediately and I just completely forgot about it until the next time I open up my Discord. Sometimes I'm just working and I'm not really down to communicate right now. I can't just stop what I'm doing to chat with people. I'm sorry, but I don't lie to my friend or lover and be like, sorry, I forgot to text you back. No, I'll be like, sorry, I was busy working on something. Hey, sorry for now replying. I was driving somewhere running errands. I'll literally say that word for word because that's what I was doing. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. And like, you'll know that I'll eventually get back to you. I don't pull this gimmick though, where like I start giving late replies and being less talkative, even though I have the availability for you. You ever seen somebody not reply to you and then they'll be like, I fell asleep. Bro, that was 18 hours ago. You were not sleeping for 18 hours. I always had a theory that people like to believe they're more busy than they really are. Most people are not that busy where they don't have access to their phone or anything for consistently long periods of time like that, unless it's literally part of your job, right? People like to think they're excessively busy when they're really not, because it's almost like a sense of arrogance. If you're so busy, you must be important, right? But if truth be told, you're not actually that busy, then you're just thinking you're important. Some people are barely busy, yet they want to be perceived as too accomplished. I mean, if you don't think that's arrogance, I don't know what to tell you. Like, people like to pretend they're busy to avoid obligations as well. This specific thing I just said, I feel like is what messes up a lot of relationships and what causes a lot of problems. If you commit to somebody, but you want to avoid the obligation of communication, don't be surprised when someone isn't happy. Don't be surprised that you can't keep friendships. I remember maybe 3 months ago, I think they're watching this video too. So listen, I'm just gonna say what it is. Because I think you're wild. I was talking to this girl, and she would just disappear for a full day. Right? She consistently did this. She's doing nothing besides watching Netflix and going out to the bar. Like, yo, don't get mad at me. And we argued about this several times. Don't get mad at me that you want to commit as friends, but you want to avoid interactions. But like seriously, does that make me wrong? That you have avoidance issues? It's wrong for somebody to feel a way when you commit a friendship or relationship to somebody and they're not happy knowing that you're avoiding obligations of interactions and communication. Look, the worst people on the internet are people who go around trying to make friends with strangers, but then can't commit to making themselves available to actually be a friend. Tell me if I'm lying. It's scum. You're just wasting people's time. You're also giving people false hope that they just made a friend. But in reality, you can't keep consistency. Now, here's the thing, because you may question something I said in older videos, right? Cool, you contradicting yourself. Because I always say, I go days without talking to my friends or people, right? Sometimes I just don't talk to anybody. But the thing is, these friends, I've known for years upon years, to the point where if I were to contact them or they were to contact me, we would mutually drop what we're doing to help each other. We don't need to talk every second because we're long-term friends and we have an understanding that no matter what, we're not going to take it personal. However, y'all know when you meet someone new, you're sort of in a phase where you're exploring them and the conversation should be active because you want to build an everlasting bond with somebody, hopefully. But people will waste your time. See, it's interesting because most people, and they won't admit this, most people are addicted to their phone, glued. They're goofing off on social media, doom scrolling on TikTok, or DJing themselves on Spotify or Apple Music, right? Or YouTube Music. It's not the fact that you forgot to reply. It's not the fact that you're busy. If you were, you wouldn't be doom scrolling on TikTok because I could assure you that's not being busy, okay? I'm just not as important to you. And if you ever confront somebody about that, they'll deny it. No, you're important to me. Okay, it's just, I think what you're trying to say, I'm just not your priority. And I'm speaking in terms of like relationships. See, when I'm in a relationship, I reply as soon as possible because I understand a relationship is a commitment and an obligation with somebody else. There are expectations and communication. As they say communication is key, right? But the joke is, I've seen people go online and people say it to my face too. Communication is key. Then proceed not to do it. Let's talk about people pretending here, right? In perspective to a healthy lifestyle, right? What do people say? They say, if you want to live healthy, you have to balance your life out. Yo, being extra busy and not balancing your time between hobbies, work, relationships, and self-care is not a flex. Why do people think this? The idea of being perceived as busy, people think it means you're successful or productive. No, it doesn't. People think the status of busyness automatically titles you or puts you in a hierarchy of being worth more than you think. That's why I mentioned it's kind of arrogant. Then some people who think like this, they think they're in a higher social status. Oh, some people are just not entitled to my time because, hey, I'm so busy. I don't know how to balance my life with my other obligations, commitments. That's such a cool thing though, because since I'm so busy, I'm so productive and I'm so successful. All right. Yo, people really think their self-worth is equivalent to their busyness. Now, don't get it twisted, because I could see a counter argument here. And I want to mention this point too. Just because you have availability, I'm not implying you have to spend all your free time and availability hanging out or accepting social communication. We all have social batteries. Sometimes responding to people is just not what you're feeling right now. I get that. I get that often, me personally, right? I'm available right now. I just don't feel like talking. However, I just feel like people being dishonest about their lack of communication is just not fair to others. And even if you're like me, right, where your social battery gets drained really quickly and your free time is valuable to you, and that's why you may not communicate often, right? I'm not going to put myself in a situation and waste someone's time. Like the example I used earlier about Discord. Some people know they have avoidance tendencies, yet proceed to waste people's time or ghost people for extended periods. Look, I know, Aku, I'm not social as a person. So that's why I don't go out there trying to be friends with everyone, because I know I'm not going to sit there and text these people all day consistently. So why would I bait you or put myself in a position where someone will find me socially unreliable? What's the point of doing that to somebody? It's messed up. So going back to what I was saying in the beginning of the video, some of these text message conversations go years back, right? Before I even got into a relationship, I was texting several people. Some of these women, bro, like, they're clearly not socially available, yet they want a relationship. And let's talk about that. I'm telling you, as somebody who has e-dated and tried dating apps, people will literally be on dating apps wanting a relationship, naturally, right? But they're just not socially there to be in one. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Why are you even on here? Like, you want somebody to be with. You just want to be in a relationship or have somebody, but you can't commit everything to it. But then you got people on there on these dating apps or whatever. If you're like e-day, I know people do this Discord e-day. I don't know what that's about, right? But yo, there are people on there or wherever who want somebody who is an active communicator, committed and dedicated to building the relationship. And then they end up talking to you or matching with you, right? But this person just ends up wasting your time. The person who doesn't communicate, right? Or they're not socially available. They just end up wasting your time. It's like that in online relationships too. People are so quick to e-date, and then they got issues that they can't resolve. Yet they feel like it's still okay to try to commit to somebody. Yeah, totally. Let me just put myself in a situation where I need to get to know somebody on multiple levels, like a relationship, yet I can't obligate myself to do so. What? Make it make sense, y'all. Why do this? Like, what are you doing this for? Like, you don't, like, is this not selfish? And continuing to look through these text message conversations, I've also come to the following conclusion, since I can now look at it from a detached standpoint. I'm not attracted to these specific people. I feel nothing about them, right? So I'm just looking at it differently now. I've come to the following conclusion, and hear me out. Some people, they never want to be alone. They commit promises to you just so they can be around. Yet they can't fulfill their promises because of everything I've been mentioning so far in this video about communication. At the same time, these same people who can't fulfill these promises, they proceed to always look for the next thing. What do I mean by this? Naturally, the first 7 days or so, let's just say that, they're talking to you nonstop, right? And then they see something else that grabs their attention, or they use that energy just to attach you to them because they want someone with them, since they don't want to be alone. Yap. Then they do all that yapping with no late replies, fully blown conversations, engaging topics. Then they get bored, or they feel like they solidified their spot with you. So like, why put an effort, since, you know, I kind of got this person locked in with me. And then they either look for someone else to excite them, or they just start neglecting the relationship. And it's interesting because when they suddenly might lose you, or that new thing that excites them or was exciting them bores them, they'll put you right back into their priorities. It's a foul game out there. A lot of people are social opportunists. They'll only entertain you from the start, or until they're satisfied enough before starting to look for opportunities to entertain others because they want the attention or the affection. Meanwhile, the person who got used by the opportunist, they're a victim of being lied to. And you know how that makes these people feel? And I've been here too. I've been there too, right? I'll just say how it makes me feel, and maybe some of y'all can relate. It makes me feel like when I get used by a social opportunist, it makes me feel like trying to give someone love or attention shouldn't be this force. I shouldn't have to beg for basic communication, for basic consideration. I shouldn't have to feel like all the love or affection I gave was for nothing. Yeah, I gave you all that care and you just go ghost. You just, again, with this avoidance issue, it's extremely selfish. And then again, once they're bored of feeling lonely again, you might hop back into their rotation. This is why I'm saying, even though as somebody who has a very small social battery, this is why I don't put myself in positions to where I'll do this to somebody else. But other people don't have that consideration. They'll just, I'm just lonely. I just want to be with somebody, but I can't hold myself in a with communication. Like, listen, just to keep it honest, some of y'all at one point, or maybe some of y'all right now, only got to experience the demo of a game, bro. You're never going to get the full copy of a game. Some people, they'll let you play the demo, right? And then once you hit the end of the demo, here comes the late replies. Here comes the absence. Here comes the ghosting. And here comes the lies. I'm sure y'all seen this before. People will post on their Instagram or Snapchat story before even responding to you. Demonic clout demon behavior. The ultimate red flag. And then they'll say, I was sleeping. Oh, so you was posting on your Instagram story while you're sleeping? On the Snapchat story? What? Like, oh, I was busy. Oh. Listen, these lies are insane. But that's just part of playing the demo and never fully getting the copy of the game. It is what it is. This episode is found on Spotify and YouTube.
Nightmare 7 a.m. in the morning though. No surprise. Times Square's you and I under those lights. No disguise. Don't tell me everything you wanted was a lie. All those city lights, it's an endless night. Never expected you to bring me so much life. Close my eyes too long, then it's time to say goodbye. Let's dance all night until the stars don't show glow. Till the sunrise, then we go solo. Making up for all the times that we were low. Let's make some memories before we do go. Let's dance all night until the stars don't show glow. Till the sunrise, then we go solo. my heart locked away, it's filled with emotion. Gave the key to you, right in front of you is open. Hey, try your best to not leave it broken. Oh, it's been a while since you know it's frozen.